bunch of gamers, one channel, and tons of games. This must be Games
Hey everyone, it's Tim aka Jumble Junkies, and welcome to episode 3 of Jumble Junkies. Yeah. And I'm here, joined by my buddy Alex. What's going on, Alex?
What's up, dude? It's been a long-ass week, man.
It has. I just started my new position at work, and oh boy, I had to learn a lot of stuff, I'll have to say. But it's good. It's Friday, and, you know, podcast number 3, and number 3 has kind of some significance, and you know why it has some significance?
Why?
Because it's the amount of shit you took today. Oh! I'm so funny. Well, so, you know, the past 2 podcasts, we've actually had some really good feedback, got some really good stuff. You know, starting off the show, I really got to talk about something we talked about last show where I kind of just threw a curveball in there to Alex, you know, what video game chick would you bang? And we kind of threw it out to you people, and we got a very disturbing email this morning about this guy who, or a girl, I'm assuming it's a guy, yeah, it's a guy, that has this fantasy about a particular video game character that really obsessed with. The first when I read this, I thought it was a total rib. I'm still thinking it is a total rib, but this guy actually went out of his way and made an email address for this video game character, emailed it, and has like linked a website with all this stuff. Do you want to read the email, Alex?
Okay, alright. It says, "Hello, I am Misty Fan. Which video game character do I most want to have sex with, you ask? I'm sure you will get all the usual responses. Lara Croft, the female characters from the Dead or Alive games, or maybe Samus Aran or something. But I say no. There's only one video game girl for me, and that is Misty of the series Pokemon. Misty is a complex character, as evidenced by her love for her water Pokemon. She has a deep inner compassion, but in her humility, she masks it through her assertive personality. In addition, she is simply beautiful. Her sorrowful eyes, her fiery red hair, and her tall, slender body make her uniquely gorgeous. All this is why I created the Misty Gallery 10 years ago, and it has a URL.
I didn't go to it. I was kind of afraid. I was probably going to get like Goatsy or Lemon Party or Meat Spin or something, so I didn't click on it.
I thought it was like some sort of like, tiny URL, but like going to like exactly what you were saying. But it doesn't stop there. It says, "I will never stop loving Misty. I'm her #1 fan, and no one will ever love her as much as I do. Keep making the podcasts. I am enjoying them. Signed, Misty Fan."
Misty Fan. And I read this and I said, this is fucking solid gold. I have to open the show with this because, dude, this morning, you know, I was so tired. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to work. And then I read this and I was just put me in the best mood in the world. It's got me really looking forward to do the podcast. Misty. Oh, man. Oh, my God. So,
oh, come on, Jumble Junkie. Come on. You're going to pick freaking Amy if you had a chance.
Oh, I would, but oh my God, Misty Fan, you are my new BFF. That just made my day.
You've made a lot of BFFs lately, from Retrocalypse to Swift the Fox 15. I mean, man, you're just popular right now.
I think if you tickle me pink or you really like Sega, I guess you become my BFF. So right now I have about 38 BFFs.
Oh man. And if you want to be Jumble Junkies BFF, just go to forum.gamesandme and just lick Sega's balls.
Yeah, just lick Sega's balls and I'll be all about you, and I'll be like, you're awesome, we're BFFs. So all I have to say is, please send more really great questions or just send us anything to jumblejunkiesshow at gamesandme. Send us anything, anything that you want to share with us, any questions you want to ask us. I really this totally just got the ball rolling, and I really want to see more of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you think Jumble Junkies hot or anything like that, just let them know. Just email that.
Dude, the chicks are loving the beard. I haven't shaved in 3 weeks.
The chops.
Well, I was like, for a while I would shave every day, and I'm like, oh, I got a nice corporate job, I should shave every day, and then finally I'm just like, fuck it, I'm lazy.
It's the corporate chops, man. That's like when you say, oh yeah, this is me being corporate, baby.
All right, so moving on, we're gonna do a fun thing, and that's the fun news stories that I just pick out and we talk about, because that's what we do here on Jumble Junkies. And starting out, we're going to start with a Sega-related one. Surprise, surprise. Right. And this one, I was like, WTF. And it says, GameTap sitting on Panzer Dragoon Saga rights. And it says, according to GameTap general manager Seen Sorrow, GameTap has the rights to publish Sega's Panzer Dragoon Saga. And people who aren't familiar with Panzer Dragoon Saga should be shot, but no, I'm just kidding. It's an extremely rare RPG on the Sega Saturn. There's only about 30,000 copies in the U.S., so like if you go on eBay, these things go for freaking hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And if you got one, people like me become your BFF because you're so cool. And they keep saying, like, they don't really need to press the title. They just got to hang on to it. And all these people and all these fans and fanboys are like, please release it, please. So, what do you think, Alex?
I have wanted to play this game ever since I arrived in the United States. You can kind of like say like I arrived in the United States because I wanted to play Saturn games. Because in the Philippines, you don't really get like a lot of new stuff, like in the United States. I usually have like all my games shipped over there. But man, when I arrived here, it's like freaking Nirvana, dude. It's like, oh, here's the PlayStation, here's the 64, what? The Saturn? Oh man, the Saturn's $50, and of course I missed out on that entire generation. So, as far as this goes, just release it, damn it. I mean, what's the hang up? I mean, seriously,
I was thinking about this today while taking a big giant crap, and I'm not joking really, but, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, why can't Sega just release a new disc with all these old rare RPGs on the Saturn? Because people who now go on eBay and buy Saturns are just because of the RPGs on them, because they were like some of the best out there. Mm-hmm. But they really need to release Panzer Dragoon Saga. But then you're going to get all the kids that actually went out and bought and spent hundreds of dollars on it to be all pissed off. It's like, yeah, fuck you, go buy it, do like I did. But I don't know. I just can't justify. I mean, can you justify paying a couple $100s for like a Saturn game? I don't know.
That is very difficult to call, because I've had situations where if I wanted a game new, I would pay like more than the asking amount, like when it first came out. Like just recently I just bought like Devil Summoner 1 for like $60, and you're not supposed to do that. And a lot of people like tell me like, well, it's just $10 at the local GameStop. I'm like, guess what? I don't live by your house, So, if you really want to get it for me, then get it for me and send it to me, and then I'll mail you the payment. But as it stands right now, I don't know you. You might kill me. Therefore, I will much rather pay $60 than have like freaking Jason Voorhees show up in my house with a machete. Okay?
If it was a game I could say I was gonna play, and I know I was gonna play all the way through, and I know it was like gonna be like kind of like the greatest game I've ever played, sure, I'd dump $100 or I don't know, $100 maybe tops. But if you end up getting it and it's like, well, this game's actually pretty dated and pretty shitty, you're at $100, but you could probably make your money back selling it back on eBay.
Just putting it out there back in the market.
Yeah, it's kind of like, just kind of getting rotation. But, being the pack rat I am, I obviously would keep it. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it would be really, really nice to see this released so lots of people can play it. I have played Panzer Dragoon Saga, and it's been many, many years, and I don't remember really much about it. But sure, I'd love to play it. Sure. And
what's kind of funny too is like we have these really powerful consoles, right? And all Sega's gonna fucking release is a goddamn Genesis collection. Seriously? Really?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I said, why can't they release a nice disc with all these great Saturn games. Like, they could totally do a Saturn collection.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, the technology's there. They can do it. I mean, they're just sitting on these things. And now with, like, Virtual Console and Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, you know, they have the medium to do it. Why not just keep spamming this shit out? I wish they would just spam this stuff. You know? Like, I just want spam Sega stuff, spam old Nintendo, pretty much any console really of old stuff. Because, you know, I
know
the retro market is huge, and it's just going to get bigger, I think.
You know, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. I got an email from